This is Pete from FMI Enterprises. I'm an auto dealer here in Southern California, and today I have for you a 2006 Corvette with 32,000 original miles shown on the odometer as well as on the Carfax, verified. No accidents, no damage. Shows 20,000 miles was the last entry. The car lived in Arizona. And I think it, from the previous owner, from what he said, it sort of stayed outside most of the time. So the paint basically got worked a little bit. It really took a beating, the paint. Body is perfectly straight. Car's never been in an accident, but as you can see in the photos, there's some, basically everywhere you look, it's just getting a little bit, the clear is coming through, I guess you could say. You can clearly see it right here. It's just hazy. I did have it buffed out before the photos that you see. This is about, I don't know, about 3 weeks later, a month later actually, after the photos in the advertisement. And so it's probably a little bit more dramatic, the clear coat showing through. That being said, the car actually runs and drives great. I had the rear differential serviced. It doesn't really need anything else mechanically. The engine runs excellent, perfectly. Transmission shifts perfectly. Nice and quiet on the freeway. Drives straight. I believe it has the original Goodyear tires, Eagle F1 tires on it. Those are Bridgestone on the front. And anyway, I thought they had all the original Goodyear. Yeah, these are the Goodyear Eagle F1s I was looking at. And I believe these are the original tires. And there's still quite a bit of tread remaining on them. Anyway, this is an 06. It's got one target top. It's actually got current registration from Arizona. March 19th, it expires. And as I said, walking around it, I'm just going to quickly go over it. I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of scratches on it. It's actually very straight, the body. It just has spots of clear coat, fading on all around it, basically. I would just consider this car, if you wanted to make it perfect, you just would have to paint the whole thing. I mean, if you keep it buffed out, it looks decent, but I mean, in reality, it's just, it's every panel on it has got a little bit of clear coat on the upper half. Just on the lower half, well, it looks pretty good. But on the top of the door, the top of the quarter panel, the top of the bumper, the target top here, just all the top surfaces. Mirrors look okay. All the top surfaces basically are gonna, are showing. But like I said, the body is super straight. Be a pretty straightforward paint job. No body work would be needed. Or you could drive it as is. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's a perfect car if you wanted to customize it the way you want it and put a wrap on it or some crazy paint job. If you wanted a really solid base, this would be a perfect car for that. Headlights are relatively clear. They look good, actually. I didn't have them really polished out. The wheels look good. Spot a rash on it right there. I mean, the people that owned it obviously weren't super careful with it. This wheel's perfect. Chrome's good. This wheel's perfect. Tires in the rear look decent. Probably about, I'd say about 60% in the rear, 60%, I'd say. And this wheel looks okay. There's a spot of rash right there. Other than that, the chrome looks very good. And the tread on the front's about 20%. The glass looks good. The trim around the window, like the little molding there, and here it's basically got dried out from the sun pretty bad, so That'll need to be changed out. The rubber around the window is okay. The little molding around the door is a little bit kinked right there. So that's pretty much the exterior. You know, I'd say it's probably about a 7 out of a 10, 6 or 7 out of a 10. You know, with a paint job, it could be, the car would look perfect. You know, just paint job and a little bit of TLC. Body's perfect. Anyway, as far as the interior goes, the leather seats, they look perfect. There's no rips or tears in the seats. And these are leather. Power all works. And the power backrest, it's all in good shape. Carpeting looks brand new. Carpeting looks perfect. Passenger side as well looks brand new. No bad smells in the car. The car was super dry its whole life. In here looks brand new. Steering wheel looks very good. The leather wrapped steering wheel looks good. The horn button, the door panel looks good. There's a little crack right here, a tiny little crack on the top of the door panel. The rest of it's very nice. This little Corvette sticker here, it's kind of warped itself. I'd take that off. The dash has a crack right there, as you can see. Unfortunately, the sun just, sun is very hard on cars. So the car has heads-up display. It has navigation. It comes with 2 emergency keys and 2 fobs. There's one fob and the other fob is right here. The reason I have these separate is because when you go to push the button here to start it, it says no fobs detected. However, if you are outside the car and you push the button, not this one, this is the gun with the good battery. There. So it does communicate with the car. I can pop the trunk. I can set the alarm. I can do all the stuff I need to do with the key fob. However, when I go to start it, it does not communicate with the start button. It says no fobs detected, but obviously it does detect the fob because it's opening the unlocking, the alarm and the trunk and whatnot. But anyway, what you do is you take the fob, of course, you put it in the little slot right here, which connects directly to the controller for the doors. You don't need to have a remote control there. As I said, it has navigation, which all works very good. The radio sounds great. The whole system here works good. It may need a disc, I'm not sure. Yeah, it needs the DVD, but I bet it works. See, non-smoker car, no smells. The heated seats work. It has dual heated seats. I tried it out myself. It's cold out here in California. It's like 65 right now. So, you got to turn on the heated seats. The shift boot's very nice. The shifter looks very nice. The door panel over here looks very good. No cracks in that one. Nice and clean. What else? 32,000 miles here on the Carfax. If I go through this with you real quick. Car started out in Arizona, of course, 2006. And then it went down the line here. Only a few records it has on the Carfax. But Arizona in 2016, it showed 20,000 miles. It went through the inspection. So there are a few records here to verify the mileage. The previous owner states that it is the original mileage. I have the owner's manual right here. Got a few receipts here from Jiffy Lube, and a couple other little oil change receipts and whatnot. Here's one receipt from a dealer. Anyway, owner's manual's all here. It's got 2 keys, 2 fobs, and car runs great. Trunk is nice and clean. The hood shocks work well. Got the sunshade as well as the cargo net under there. Here's the cargo net. So it's all there. Too bad they never used the sunshade. The engine, LS2, 400 horsepower engine. Hood shocks struts are weak here. Battery's very good. LS2 engine runs great, super quiet, and very good running. Battery says 2016, but everything looks, everything is 100% stock in this car. Underneath the hood looks super clean. This car was barely driven, but driven enough. I just had the rear differential serviced last week myself. I had it detailed. I'd really like to get that key fob working, but I'm not going to be able to do it. And I've been driving the car around. Drove it all around yesterday and today, and no check engine lights, no warning lights or anything on the dash. The heads-up display computer I thought was working is not turning on there. It does have heads-up display. Shoot, it's not coming on. So maybe a fuse or something blew. I don't know. Both power windows work. Power mirrors work. Power door locks work. It's got dual memory seats. They work. This car came with paddle shifters for the Tiptronic shifting, which works well. Transmission shifts very well. She's super fast, like you'd expect. No surprise there. The transmission shifts nice and smooth. It drives straight on the freeway, drives smooth. All the gauges are exactly where they should be. The wipers work. I drove it in the rain yesterday. So wipers work good. Stereo sounds good as well.
Now, like 88.5 FM presenting the Kooks and a couple. That's right.
Okay, you get the picture. And last but not least, the AC climate control, as you can see, is working. You can see the LEDs working good, and the AC, turn that on, and the AC blows nice and cold as it is right now. So that we're, you know what, the heads-up display is working. Maybe I just couldn't see it before, but you can see the heads-up display right there. It's really low for some reason. It's not moving when I hit the adjust button, but it is working. What else? So clear Carfax, no accidents. It's got the directional rear view mirror. It's got the home link on the garage door for the garage door opener. The sun visors are missing the cover right there. That one is intact and it works. And now it's almost dark, so real hard to see. But anyway, I just wanted to show this car a little bit in person and give you a little bit of a tour. Definitely, the car is worth saving. It's a good car. It drives great. I mean, you take this car and drive it anywhere. Drive this car anywhere. It has a clear title. So that's it. Give me a call if you have any questions. Thank you.